Welcome back to our finale of Thoughts on State of Decay 3. If you missed parts 1 through 4, be sure to go check those out. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell to stay up to date with all of our new content. Please also keep in mind that at some point in the near future, we will be compiling a bunch of different comments that you guys have left us and making a video based on those, so if you want to be mentioned or have some input, now's the time to do it. With that out of the way, let's pick up where our last episode left off.
State of Decay is one of those games that is it's a permadeath system. So let's just say that they do start you out with your own starter community and you're like, cool, let me just go explore the world. Let me go, gather some resources, and you bump into another survivor and they just obliterate your dude. I'm not gonna lie, there would be nothing that would make me rage quit faster than that situation. That would be an instantaneous turn the game off, be done with it, and just probably not look back, because
yeah, the only way I could see that them pulling it off would be like, okay, cool, there's no PvP unless you have designated servers. They would obviously have to have PvE servers, and then it's more of like, we're gonna help each other rather than just like, okay, cool, like this is my State of Decay, get out of here,
Or they could even have it where if you guys ever played games like The Division, or even like if anybody remembers like old school RuneScape or anything along those lines, where it was the like you had the wilderness, or you have like a dark zone or something like that.
So you have like designated PvP areas.
Designated PvP areas. And I mean, maybe you could make the loot in there higher, but again, I just feel like that's not State of Decay. I feel like that's totally against what anybody knows State of Decay for. And who knows, maybe that's what they want. Maybe they want to redefine what they are and this and that, and who knows. I can't tell you, but I could say that for me, it wouldn't be a game. And who knows, maybe it's just an extra game mode. Maybe it's just an extra game mode. I mean, that's the thing, that I was saying earlier in the other bit that we were talking about. Yeah, in the other topic that we were talking about, where there's so many different game modes that they could add to the actual game, that I feel like State of Decay for a long time has really been limiting themselves on, and not really letting any of the community or the fan base get anything from. Like, I feel like there's definitely been tons of room for just expansion upon, like, oh, this game mode or that game mode. There's a lot of room there, and that's a good way, especially in this day and age, to keep a game alive, to keep it moving, to keep it kicking.
So something that we had mentioned when we were talking off air was the world progression. Well, we mentioned world progression, but like the loot system within like different homes and buildings. I feel like not just within the loot itself, but I feel like the actual like designated POIs need a little bit of a facelift as well. And you should be able to do more things within those POIs as well, rather than just being able to like go in and loot. What are your thoughts on those?
I don't disagree with you. I think it would be really nice if you could even just salvage, like even just talking about it that way. Like, I think it'd be really nice if you could even just salvage, some remnants of it. Like, oh, hey, here's some like 2x4s, kind of like what we were talking about in the other episode where, boarding up the windows and stuff like that. I definitely think that there's potential there, because again, we're supposed to be surviving in a post-apocalyptic world, although there's not a whole lot of survival aspect to it. I think that if there was something more than just every building has, 5 containers or 6 containers that you could search, for me, that would be nice.
No, I agree. And I think, that's like a really good idea. Like, I had never thought of it that way, with being able to kind of salvage, or even like say, hey, cool, like here's a building that has a lot of materials, like send out 3 community members to like go and just pick that thing clean. Obviously there would be some kind of like weighted system where it's like, cool, I could do this, but this is going to attract a lot of zombies. Like, that's making a lot of noise. So there's a possibility that I could lose somebody. So like, you're not just going and just wrecking every building that you see. So there's always like that weighted, like, do I really want to do this? This is a high risk kind of deal. And the same goes with, I don't know, did I already talk about outposts, or like another big factor? Like, I've always hated the outpost system in State of Decay, where it's like, it gives you like a small safe area, and then like you could drop off some stuff, but like, and then it does give you some benefits, like, okay, cool, I get like consistent materials and stuff. But I feel like, talking back with the community system that I had mentioned in one of the previous episodes, was having the ability ability, obviously, like the way I see it, I feel like you should be able to have a lot more community members than what the game currently has. I'm talking like up in the ranges of like 30 to 50, in being able to designate specific people into different compounds or different outposts. And it's like, cool, like we're taking over like this little bit of the map, like you guys hunker down here. And then like that's not only a way for you to have more community members and be able to like designate like specific people into specific spots, because obviously you're going to be like, cool, these two guys are mechanics, like maybe if I put them, like maybe they could have like a system where it's like, okay, cool, I've got multiple mechanics in this area, like their skills going to be higher, so I'm going to be able to get more things done but also quicker if I have them at the same outpost rather than spread out. But then it also kind of comes into like a chess style game. It's like, cool, now I have to think of it like, do I want all my mechanics and do I want all of them to be like in one spot where I can get more done and things done at the same time, or do I want to place one here and one here where it's like, cool, if a vehicle breaks down or like if I need something done like now without having to travel, do I do it this way? And it all, you know, and basically it makes you think more about what's going on within the world rather than just being like, cool, you're here, like you do your thing. Like it gives you more to like actually physically do. And you were talking about the nighttime system, you know, going back to where I was talking about the communities and stuff and being able to actually do things within your base. I feel like your base system, think of like 7 Days to Die. Typically, what do we do at nighttime on 7 Days to Die?
Yeah, so typically nighttime during 7 Days to Die, that is bunker time. That is when you are down in the bunker gathering stone or, you know, iron, whatever other kind of materials from the 7 Days to Die world that you can.
Yeah, you're typically putting away everything that you've collected throughout the day. You're organizing all that stuff. You're cooking, you know, you're building onto your base. You're mining if you have a mine nearby. Like there's all kinds of things that you do at nighttime to keep you out of the dark and away from danger. And then, okay, cool, like morning's coming along. Like, all right, let me finish up what I'm doing so that way we can get out into the world. And that's the way it is in real life. Like if you think about it.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what I was talking about in the other episode, where it's like it would be nice if I could skip the nighttime. You know, like it'd be nice because again, it's very dark, it's dangerous, you can't see. So it almost makes it like, who would really be going out and looting at that time? You know, somebody who just has a death wish.
Yeah, I mean, think about like how many zombie shows or video, I would say more along the TV series, because obviously like TVs and movies, like, or TV shows and movies have more of a stronger narrative, but how many like have like that rule set, like you don't go out alone and you don't go out at night.
Yeah, you know, you got to have the buddy system and you definitely don't go out at night because again, it's always more dangerous. You know, you can't see what's lurking, you know, just behind that door.
Thank you for joining us on part 5 of our State of Decay discussion. If you have any thoughts or questions, please comment down below. As always, join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Also, we wanted to let you guys know that we recently launched a channel on Twitch, so we would like to invite you all to come and hang out while we chat and just have some fun playing various video games. Links are always in the description. Until next time, this is Obi.
This is Sobi.
Signing out.
See you guys next time.